All right, you can pick your analogy or your story. What is it? What's that saying? It's how do you eat an entire elephant one bite at a time? Or if you find a video, Will Smith was on Charlie Rose, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and he told the story about how his dad made him and his brother every year or 1 year build a wall in their backyard. And he goes off, and it's about a 2-minute video, and he talks about the fact that the task looked impossible, but it just was one brick at a time. It really blows me away how when it comes down to achieving any type of goals, a lot of us will focus on the gym, right? The physical goal where, you want a flat bench with 100-pound dumbbells. You will incrementally increase your weight as time goes on, log it, journal it, find out the reps you did, what carbs and protein did you eat that day. You're going to be very focused because the end result is black and white. Either you lifted the weight or you didn't. It blows me away how in business we don't do it because the goals are a little bit more intangible, right? Especially in network marketing. The problem is that we're not dealing with, all right, my goal is to bench press 315 and the weight is always going to be the same. You're looking at dealing with people who are dynamic and they have their own end result. You can get somebody, that's on the line and they're like, okay, I want to do this. And then, 2-3 conversations into it, they just disappear. The problem with business and the mindset and why it's much harder to attain goals and especially running your own business is the fact that you're dealing with dynamic people, right? People who are going to make up their own minds. It's not 315 pounds, right? It is, all right, I'm not going to do this culmination and this person's going to arbitrate. They're just going to black and white say no. You have to remember that they're dynamic in their interactions with you. Life changes all the time. That being said, break this down. One brick at a time. If you really want to be successful in network marketing or any business, and I truly believe that network marketing is superior. It's superior for building any business skill out there. Break down 3 aspects of it, right? The 3 steps that you want to look at is you want to mastery, right? This is money mastery today. You want to master marketing, the pitch, and then duplication. How you're going to wind up doing that is you have to look at what they are. Okay, so think about this. You get in, you got impressed with somebody's business presentation, their pitch, you saw that you can make $1 million in 2 years, all this. You're like, I want to do this. One step at a time. Because remember, the goal is to build more businesses, to make more people like you in a sense, where you see the same vision and make them successful. That's what you want. That's the duplication aspect of it. The first thing you have to look at for marketing is you have to look at what it is. You have to master the invite. I can't tell you how important it is to spend so much time on these steps. Contact, invite, show the plan, follow up. That invite, that is everything. The invitation is everything, and you can take it as a 15-second invite, or you could take it as a half-hour phone call. You have to learn to master that. This is all the invite. I don't care who says what. The invite is the nucleus of network marketing. It's everything. And once you master that, hey, John, how you been? Good. Hey, great. Listen, this is Dominic Izzo. This is a business call. I know we haven't spoken in a couple of years, and it's very awkward for me to wind up contacting you right now. I am involved with the business, and I want to present it to you. I want to get it in front of you. I want to know what your level of openness is. Or there's conversations. John, Dominic Izzo, hope you're doing great. Listen, I don't have time to talk right now. Thursday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, be on this. I want you to just confirm with me right now. Well, what is it? I don't have time to talk, John. I got to go. There's several different ways of doing it. John, how have you been? How's your family? What's going on? Hey, listen, 2 years ago, you saw me in a network marketing business, and I know you saw a presentation that I did. I know it wasn't for you. I know you think it's a pyramid scam. Listen, I'm involved in the business again, and it would really mean a lot to me if you actually sat and watched the presentation for something I'm a part of. I know, and I'm going to be on the aspect of it's probably not for you, but it would mean a lot to me because I'm trying to sharpen my skill set. If you present there every way possible, and so you find your rhythm and you find your groove, mastering the invite is everything. That's marketing, right? You're using your social media. What does your social media work for? Are you putting up, your skincare? Are you putting up your CBD oil? Are you putting up your weight loss? Are you getting bites? Look at the likes and the comments and all that. Or are you putting up content about you? I'll tell you this. In social media, and I'll give you this little bit of training. I think you should pick 3 things, right? 3 things that you're passionate about, and post about those things. And then you pepper along the way, the different aspects of what you like. My content was always law enforcement for years because that was my profession, was police officer. People knew me. I was in documentaries, I'm on the news, and they came there for that content. If I immediately put in network marketing stuff, they'd be like, this is ridiculous. on a YouTube channel I have, which was all martial arts. I saw that decline in engagement. It was martial arts for years, and then I started posting a little bit of political content, and people were like, "This is not what we came here for." If you want to reinvent yourself, stick with the consistency of what people come there for, and then every now and then interweave a different content change. For me, it wasn't talking about my business. It was politics, it was law enforcement, it was fitness. Then I had to introduce gradually faith in there, right? Because I'm a Christian, and my advocation for Christ is very important for me. Then I moved on to network marketing. Well, I didn't really. How did I want to do that? It was politics, it was fitness, it was law enforcement, it was faith, and then hey, I saw this cash flow quadrant thing. I think this is incredible. And over time, I would start, even when people said, "I'm not here for this," I'd delete those comments and I would keep going. You need 100 people. If you really want to think about being a millionaire, you need 100 people active in your business, right, to really make a dent and change the world. There's 329 million people in the United States alone. Do you really care about the comments of a few? So the mastery of the invite and marketing, the marketing aspect, or how you wind up using your social media, going after people, all that, that's the conversation. Then there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, listen, you think about this. Dating sales is a masculine energy, right? So if there's a woman out there, hey, I'd love to take you for coffee sometime and maybe we can have a conversation. Or there's a difference of, I find you extremely attractive. Coffee next Thursday, you and me. There's a caveman aspect of it, but women respect strength, they respect leadership, they respect decision making. If you present that same aspect in how you pitch or how you wind up inviting, hey, listen, I'm doing a presentation. I know it's probably not for you. I want to show it to you anyways. I want to practice. Why can't you acknowledge the elephant in the room? Listen, I'm new at this business. I want to practice this. I want you to do me a solid favor and actually let me practice my skill set on you. The invite, mastering the invite is everything when it comes to this business because it's going to help everywhere else. The pitch. The pitch that's the pitch and the close, right? It's getting people to wind up joining your business, becoming a brand partner with your company. And why is that? What are they going to do that? You got to look at it this way too. Going back to sales as being a masculine energy and leadership. Think about war. Would you follow somebody up a hill to go take the hill that's being occupied by the enemy? What is that person's ability to influence you? Because it's mastering influence. What's their ability to influence you to say, hey, it's a good idea to fight for what's ours? Business is war. I'm telling you, and you guys got to start looking at it far more aggressively because we have to get out of the mindset of network marketing being just sold to the masses and the dreamers and the easily manipulated, because it really is. It's a sales tactic to wind up getting the people who think they're going to be millionaires without any work going forward. And we have to change that. So you have to master influence, right? And the influence comes from integrity, comes from authenticity, it comes from you being convicted in who you are. So there's no real lesson I could teach you on that. It's not like social media where I could tell you how to wind up posting 3 different things during the day, and whether or not you use your timeline or your story. When it comes down to influence, you have to have congruency between your words and your actions matching. You will fail. If you're somebody who says, I won't do this, and then behind the scenes somebody sees you doing it, you're going to fail, and there'll be no integrity and no influence. You have to be willing to go it alone, stand it alone, and actually put your proverbial balls out there and let others wind up seeing, oh, this person's willing to take the hits. I'm sorry, you have to wind up making it so that eventually your haters, they respect you. Let them still fucking hate you. We don't care, but they'll respect you. That's influence. Influence is huge. The mastery of the pitch will also come over time the more confident you're mastering in the invite. Remember, everything is the nucleus of that invite. It's like taking one skill set, right? I don't care if it's basketball or if it's martial arts or if whatever it is. If you do one thing, there's a martial arts saying is, I don't fear a man who practices 10,000 techniques one time. I fear a man who practices one technique 10,000 times. Same concept, right? You want to master that invite and watch everything go over. Because when you're mastering the invite and your presentations are flooded with people, you become more confident. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting good at this, right? And then lastly is you got to master leadership for duplication. If you're going to duplicate, you're getting people to follow your direction. How do you master leadership? You be the best in your industry by putting in the work, showing people that you'll do the effort. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to ask them to do anything you won't. That is an earned position. If you appoint yourself to leadership, you better be willing to back it all up. What does it all revolve around? It all revolves around mastering the invite, to master the influence, to master leadership, and it's all done via conversation. That's all it is. The more you converse with people and be real about the issue. Hey, John, I want to learn this business and I want to practice on you. The more that you are so transparent about what you're doing, the more unguarded people are. Be honest. Be completely honest when you wind up talking to people about this business. Hey, I started this 3 months ago. I haven't made a dime, but I have faith and I really want you to see this, right? They're going to remember your struggle 6 months from now, 9 months from now and say, hey, you still doing that pyramid scam? I am. I actually make about $200 a week now. It's actually great. Whoa, $200 extra a week? I'd love to wind up seeing what that is. People are going to look at your consistency and see whether or not you stick through it. So fortitude is everything, right? Hold fast in this. The conversation and understanding what makes you step out is acknowledging who you are. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with calling people, say, listen, I'm so nervous. I'm worried that you're going to judge me. Hey, listen, I'd love to talk to you. I know that we haven't talked in a couple of years. I really want to be able to sit there and get this down straight. Can you help me? Humility is huge, and then you wind up, there's guys like me who do have a massive level of ego, but we have that ego because we've raised ourselves to a level of, we know what we put ourselves through. And we never lose the humility. I tell people all the time, be as aggressive and ruthless as possible, but be kind. Be kind. What kind of a leader would you follow into war? So real quick today, this is all about money mastery. It's the marketing, the pitch, and the duplication, or it's what's going to build your business, right? Well, that goes back into being influential, confident, and charismatic, right? So you want to master the invite. Learn how to invite. Hey, this is Dominic Izzo. I'm inviting you to a presentation. What are you going to say? How are you going to say it? There's no wrong answer. It's just who, what, where, when, why, and how, right? Get those things out there. Hey, this is Dominic Izzo. I'm inviting you to a network marketing presentation. It's on Thursday, 2 o'clock. You can watch it from Zoom. We're going to teach you how to make money from home. But why? Because I'm very passionate about this. Screw up. Everything is your laboratory, right? Blow shit up in the process. The more mistakes you make, the more you're going to improve. Really embrace that. Be scared, be nervous, but fucking enjoy it in the process. Mastering influence comes from really mastering the invite, because you become more confident in your craft and it becomes more apparently in your delivery, and people are like, oh wow, he really knows what he's talking about. She really knows what she's talking about. And then leadership is done with congruency, right? Your words and your action matching and actually being exactly who you say you are, being convicted in who you are, not taking any shit, but being kind in the process. And this is all done via the conversation. When you converse with people, let them rip into you. Listen. Let them naysay. Listen. Let them question you. You don't have the answers. Listen. It's all a conversation. A conversation. Think of it as a boxing ring, right? You're in there and you're dancing around. You're jabbing. You're feeling out, and that person is going to give you information that you're going to respond with. Where do you throw a right cross? Where do you throw a left hook? Where do you throw that jab at? When do you move forward? When do you move back? It's dancing. Your partner is giving you the information, and the conversation is what's going to train you more than anything. All right, hope these videos make sense. Do me a favor, if you have any questions, just text money to 708-982-0974. MCE Stewardship, we would love to help you grow. We'd love you to be a part of our team. We're going to be changing the industry, and we're looking forward to having you along the journey with us. Have a great day, guys.